which is the presentation and consideration of the report of the Committee on Anti-Corruption and Financial Crimes on the ICPC nominees. You recall that we had to stand down the consideration of both the EFCC and ICPC reports because of certain observations made by our colleagues. The EFCC nominees, I'm sure, will be reflecting the observations made by the Senate that the South-South and the Southeast didn't have representation. The Northeast and the Southwest had 2 each. So that will be taken when the corrections are effected. As for the ICPC, we also observed that the Northeast has no representation and is supposed to have 2, and the South-South has only 1 when it is supposed to have 2. We have engaged the executive arm of government at the highest level, and they have promised to us that they will send the nominees for Northeast, that is 2, and 1 for South-South to complete the full nomination. But it is important that we approve of this, what we have, the 9 out of the 12, so that each ICPC will have a governing board to make that institution more effective and efficient. So with that background information, Mr. President, very distinguished colleagues, the second order of the day is the presentation and consideration of the report of the Committee on Anti-Corruption and Financial Crimes on the screening of the following persons for appointment as chairman and members of the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offenses Commission, ICPC. They are: 1, Professor Bolaji Owasanoye, Chairman, Osun State Southwest. 2, Dr. Grace N. Chinda, Member, Delta State South-South. 3, Okolo Titus, Member, Enugu Southeast. 4, Barrister Obiora Igwe Debia, Member, Anambra State Southeast. 5, Mrs. Olubukola Balogun, Member, Lagos State Southwest. 6, Justice Adamu Bello, Member, Katsina State Northwest. 7, Hannatu Mohammed, Member, Jigawa State Northwest. 8, Abdullah Mekana Saidu, Member, Niger State North Central. And 9, Yahya Umar Dauda, Member, Nasarawa State North Central. The single senators will recall that the request from Mr. President, CNC, was referred to the committee on Tuesday, the 23rd of October, 2018. Mr. President, you may wish to invite Senator Chukwuka Utazi, Chairman of the committee, to move the motion for the consideration of the report.
Senator Utazi.
Report of the Senate Committee on Anti-Corruption and Financial Crimes on the screening of nominees for confirmation as chairman and members of the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offenses Commission, ICPC. The introduction. The Senate at its sitting on Thursday, 11th October 2018, deliberated on a request by Mr. President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, for the confirmation of nominees as chairman and members of the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offenses Commission, ICPC, and refers same to the committee to screen the nominees and report back within 2 weeks. The nominations were made pursuant to Section 3, 4, and 6 of the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offenses Commission, ICPC Act, which requires that the commission shall consist of a chairman and 12 other members, 2 of them whom shall come from each of the 6 geopolitical zones, and shall be made up of a retired police officer, not below the rank of Commissioner of Police, B, a legal practitioner with at least 10 years post-call experience, C, a retired judge of a superior court of record, and D, a retired public servant not below the rank of a director, E, as experience required. 4, the committee observed that the appointments are in compliance with the federal character principles enunciated by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria by the ICPC Act. 4, recommendations. After consideration and sequent to the performance of the nominees during interaction with the members of the committee is satisfied with the nominees' qualifications, experience, and stability. The committee therefore recommends that the Senate do confirm the appointment of Professor Bolaji Owasanoye as the chairman, Dr. Grace Chinda, Tre Okolo Titus, CM, CPA, retired, Barrister Obiora Igwedibia, Mrs. Oluboka Balogun, Justice Adamu Bello, Hanatu Mohammed, Abdullahi Maikano Saidu, and Yahaya Omar Dauda as chairman and members of Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offenses Commission, ICPC. We so recommend. Thank you.
And in line with the explanation of the leader, Mr. President. Mr. President, Resolution 4 states that the committee observes that the appointments are in compliance with the federal character principles enunciated by the Constitution of Nigeria and by the ICPC Act. Mr. President, South-South has 1 left, and then Northeast has 2. I believe that, I'm convinced, Mr. President, that once these nominees are approved, we might not likely, in the next 2 to 3 months, receive the nominees from the one nominee from South and Northeast. So I want to say that, Mr. President, with the chairman and 1 member each from each political zone, there's a quorum for this governing council to function. So I believe that leaving out South-South and Northeast does not comply with the submissions in recommendation 4. That's just my opinion.
Albert pointed out. Well, I admire and, of course, commend your patriotism. Mr. President, I'm from the Northeast, where at the moment we have nothing. It doesn't mean that I don't care for the Northeast. South-South has 1 at the moment. So it means South-South is even better than the Northeast. But, Mr. President, I would not mislead this Senate. I said in my opening remarks that we have consulted at the highest level of the executive, that they send the replacements for Northeast 2 and then for South-South 1. And I believe that we are going to walk that talk. So let's not delay any further the passage of these people who will make ICPC a better and more effective institution rather than leaving it at the moment with just the management. Thank you.
Of the Committee on Anti-Corruption and Financial Crimes and the screening of Mr. President's nominees for appointment as chairman, amendments of Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offenses Commission, ICPC, and approve the nomination of Professor Bolaji Owasanoye, chairman, Osun State Southwest, Dr. Grace Chinda, member, Delta South-South, Okolo Titus, member, Enugu Southeast, Barrister Obiora Igwedibia, member, Anambra Southeast, Mrs. Olubokola Balogun, member, Lagos Southwest, Justice Adamu Bello, member, Katsina Southwest, Hanatu Mohammed, member, Jigawa Northwest, Abdullahi Maikano Saidu, member, Niger North Central, Yahaya Omar Dauda, member, Nasarawa North Central, as chairman and members of the ICPC. Is this a true reflection of what transpired in the committee of the whole? Yeah.
An error